Sierra Network Radio, the true Sierra Leonean community radio in the diaspora.
Fellow citizens, Sierra Leone has made tremendous progress in the fight against Ebola. Through clear and decisive action, we have seen a major decline in case numbers since December 2014, and yesterday, for the first time since the outbreak, we recorded 0 cases nationwide. Communities in all parts of Sierra Leone have demonstrated that they have the power to stop Ebola. Yet, we are still seeing new cases every week, each with the potential to infect many more people. We have recorded 1 day of 0 cases, but we need to stay at 0. Ebola has not yet been removed from Sierra Leone. The rainy season will soon be upon us, and we risk the rate of transmission increasing if we still have Ebola in our communities during the rains. We need to move as a nation to pursue the agenda for prosperity. Our children need to return to school in a safe and secure environment. We must collectively strive to rid our country of this disease. I have made my personal commitment to do whatever it takes to get to 0 Ebola infections, and I call on every Sierra Leonean in every community to pull together as we make a final push to get to 0. On 15th February, together with President Condé of Guinea, President Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia, and the Foreign Minister of Côte d'Ivoire, we announced a 60-day target to reach 0 Ebola infections. These 60 days will expire on the 16th of April. I am therefore launching a national 0 Ebola campaign to drive Ebola out of Sierra Leone. The 0 campaign calls on all Sierra Leoneans to stay at home for 3 days from the 27th to the 29th March 2015. The campaign will provide an opportunity for communities to be directly involved in the drive to 0 cases, to reflect and pray for the eradication of this disease from our country. During the 0 Ebola campaign, local communities will work in partnership with health workers, surveillance officers, and trained social mobilizers to inform communities about the behaviors that continue to drive the EVD transmission in their own communities. encourage behaviors which prevent transmission, such as regular hand washing with soap and water, and find, isolate, and treat Ebola cases through targeted door-to-door surveillance and contact tracing. The following restrictions will be enforced during the national campaign dates. All citizens to stay at home from 6 a.m. on Friday the 27th March until 6 p.m. on Sunday the 29th March. No trading activities across the country during those times. No restaurants, bars, and activities around the beaches during those times. In recognition that Sunday the 29th March is Palm Sunday, which is a major festival in global Christian calendar, church services will be permitted and the stay-at-home restriction will be lifted from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Church goers must be at home by 2 p.m. All other restrictions will remain in place during this time. There will be provision for movement of the following essential workers: health workers at public and private health facilities, staff and volunteers involved with the campaign and Ebola response, security apparatus and private security companies, utility workers of Guma Valley, Salwako, and the energy sector, fuel station workers, local and international journalists, arriving and departing passengers to and from Lunge Airport, limited commercial vehicles to convey churchgoers to Palm Sunday service. The economic development of our country and the lives of our people continue to be threatened by the ongoing presence of Ebola in Sierra Leone. The future of our country and the aspirations of our children are at stake. I call upon our religious leaders, civil society groups, and every man and woman and child in Sierra Leone to wholeheartedly support the Zero Ebola campaign and join with me in getting to and staying at zero Ebola infections. I thank you and God bless Sierra Leone.